everyone, it's Pinterest Pro here again live with Facebook. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful week. And I hope that you've been enjoying the nice weather. Uh, this week, my blog is on the topic of how to improve the perception, the negative perception of education. If you remember from last week, I talked about the fact that I was going to talk about how Pinterest could be used for education. And the reason that I decided to do this and focus on talking about this topic is because in doing some research, I saw that when the University of Southern California Education School did some research, they found out that 38% of teachers, of educators, are using Pinterest to find resources. So that means that teachers are looking for ways to meet their standards and be creative and interesting for the student. So, as I said in my blog this week, if you're not a part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. And I hear a lot of people complaining about educators, about education, the state of education, and so forth. And I feel like that more people need to get behind it and really push for the quality education. And you're thinking, oh no, not more testing, testing, testing. Well, that, if done correctly, would have been a good idea, but you had too many people trying to tell everybody what to do, basically, and it got just all messed up. It's the only way I know how to say it. But I'm talking about truly focusing on doing and providing what needs to be provided so that we do have good educators and we have a good education system here in our country, and instead of just constantly complaining about it. And one of the things that I thought about is it's been a long time since I've seen these having teacher fairs where they're looking for teachers. And a part of the problem is that your quality teachers are getting out of education because it just is too much of a rat race these days. So why not get behind a good idea and show them and help them? And of course, what has to come with that is funding. And so if the number of people that are on unique visitors on Pinterest has grown by almost 500%, then Pinterest would be a place to get attention of a lot of people that are concerned about quality education, because there's a whole education hub there and you could really get some traction there. And of course, another thing, the main thing that was emphasized in the research that was done by the California School Education Department was that the three main inadequacies of public education is ineffective teachers, poor return on investment, and declining student performance. Well, instead of offering excuses for all that and criticizing, why not come up with some viable solutions for them and really get involved? And so you can use a platform like Pinterest, highlight good teaching, complete with standards and videos to demonstrate how to put these ideas into action. I know from being an educator myself, so often ideas are thrown at you, but nobody ever really shows you how to put those into action. I can think of a lot of examples, small learning communities, group projects, just all kinds of things where, teachers were really not given the proper training, even using computers in the classroom for that matter. And so if we did these things and you were able to, show on Pinterest how to put these things into action, then you could hopefully influence and have more effective teachers, which would lead to a better return on the investment and improve student performance. Because let's face it, if the students are enjoying what they're doing, then they're going to pay attention and they're going to learn. And Pinterest can be a very positive influence on education and help to improve that perception. Show people how you can meet those standards and do it in a fun, creative way. And is Pinterest the only answer? Am I saying it's the cure all? Well, of course not. I'm just saying that it is a platform that could be used to not only meet the national standards, but also to make lessons more interesting, something that would be fun for the students to do. It would showcase positive learning, and it's also a platform that could be used by any subject in the school. And along with that, you're getting the attention of the public to help improve that perception of public education. And so that's, why I'm focusing on that uh, and doing this series is because I really feel like that more people need to get behind improving that perception and helping to improve education. And you can read more about these different topics that I've talked about tonight in my blog. I'll put the link there underneath this video, and you can read some more of the details there. And so until Thursday night, 7 p.m., this is Pinterest Pro Anna signing off and traveling on down the Pinterest Superhighway.